Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. There's nobody in here, but I'm going to do a quick live haul. So if you're watching back and you see something that you're interested in, you can just message me. We went to a flea market today up in Michigan this morning. We just got home. We went to a flea market and then we went to an antique mall. And I'm just getting back from... Then we went over to a friend's house and played cards and had dinner. So we just walked in the door, fed the dogs, and I thought, I'm going to do a quick haul just to show what we got. So we got some very interesting stuff. We did pick up 2 animatronic pieces for our friend. So she has those. We went and dropped those off. Those were really fun. So she has a set of 3 of these matching animatronics now. So that was really cool. So that was one of the big purchases. And then I had one other big purchase that I will show you. Hi, Janine. How are you doing today? Hi, Robin. I'm on very late, I know. But I thought I'd do a quick haul to give you kind of a sneak peek so you might see some of this stuff in an upcoming sale. So the animatronics I dropped off. And the other big piece I got is this Don Featherstone chocolate bunny blow mold. I have been wanting one of these, and he was at the flea market today for a pretty good price. Still paid up for him, but I think I'm going to be keeping him and adding him to my collection. I have seen them where they're like with painted eyes and stuff. This is just the brown one. I think it's dated like 1993. But it's supposed to be like the Don Featherstone chocolate bunny. So we got him at the flea market today. That was like our big purchase. So I am going to keep him, but for the rest, and I think I might keep one other thing that's on the table, but the rest is going to be up for grabs. So I got some pretty unique stuff. I know somebody, super cute. Hi, Marilyn. I know somebody was asking for Nancy and dolls, I think they're called. So I did find one today and I grabbed that. It's this one here. It's still in the box. It's called Rain, Rain, Go Away, Come Again Some Other Day. She's still in her box here. I did take a quick peek at her. She looks like she's in pristine condition. I didn't see anything wrong with her. She has all, oops, I got to remember to show you over here. I keep wanting to go over there. So yeah, she has all of her fingers and toes, and she looks pretty good. And she's still in her box. So she will be available if you are collecting, or I know somebody messaged me or asked me about Nancy and dolls, and I think this is one of them here. So she will be up for grabs at a sale. The other thing, the lady that I bought, what did I buy? Oh, I bought the animatronics from her. She was very nice. She had like a whole big Easter display. And I was like, that box is so cute. It's a vintage Fannie Farmer chocolate rabbit box. She gave it to me for free. I thought it was really cute. She used to have it like set up as a riser in her display. But it is a Fannie Farmer. I'm having trouble with this camera. Just does not want to. I'm upstairs in my kitchen right now. Sorry. So yeah, Fannie Farmer rabbit, purple and lavender and yellow. I thought that was super cute. She gave it to me for free, so heck yeah. We got some very unique stuff. I did pick up some of these cards for ephemera, so you don't have to see those, and some postcard bags. I feel like I'm missing a bag of stuff, and I don't know why. But the other big thing I got is this beautiful bowl. Let me take the sticker off of it. And I thought this would be gorgeous at Halloween time. I could not find a maker's mark on this bowl. Look at this. Can you see the detail on it? Oh, you got some fabric and some old books. Heck yeah. I have not been in a Goodwill. Well, actually, I lied, because there's a Goodwill bookstore that opened up by me, and so I do go in there and source books for my sales, but I really don't go into Goodwill. Isn't this beautiful? This black licorice shiny bowl. It's got a very unique pattern on it. I just thought it was really cool. Look at that. Can you imagine this at Halloween time with some orange grass in there and like candy, or just filled up with candy at Halloween? My husband's like, I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it because it is heavy. And he's like, well, if you wait and you're gonna come back, it's not gonna be there. And I'm like, okay. So I got this beautiful black bowl. No mark on it though. I couldn't find one, so I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find a maker's mark. It's very unique though. Pristine condition. I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. I did pick up some children's records. I got some like little knick-knacky stuff, like, you know, vintage cake toppers, some Easter decorations. I already put my Easter decorations over there. I got this paper egg, which it's a little warped. I don't know why I keep wanting to go over here. It's really weird. See, I just did it again. You know why? Because I have the camera at an angle instead of doing straight on. That's why. So it's this bunny. No, I guess that's still not it. You know, these German eggs. This one's a little bit warped. Hi, Deborah. We're just going over some goodies and sharing what we got today. Janine, she got fabric and old books, which I love old books. I'm a sucker for old books. Fabric, I don't know how to sew. So it would have to be hot glue for me. I got this old Wallace Pencil Company metal pencil box, and there's pencils in there. Some old pencils inside. So I grabbed that. These are like, it's funny how we used to have these pencil boxes when we were younger, and they're like kind of sharp. How did we not have stitches every week, right? I didn't even really look at these pencils that were in here just because I thought the tin was cool. But these orange ones look pretty old. Number 10, grew made in USA. I've never been seeing pencils like this before. Look at. I guess you know what it is? My phone is flipped around. Usually my camera is on this side, and I have it backwards today. It's over here. That's what is wrong, because I'm like, what is going on?
I think it's the operator.
It is. I set it up upside down. So anyway, I got these fun pencils, and I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a couple bags. You got everything out of the car? We just got home. He carried everything in. But I don't know what I spent my money on. I can tell you what I spent my money on. I spent it on a corn dog and a $10 basket of fries. It was $20 for a corn dog and fries. I don't know. I was starving. That corn dog was pretty good. Those fries weren't cooked enough though. So I got those. These are cool. This is like one of the first things I got when I got there. And it was out at the fairgrounds in Michigan. Gino's like, oh, there's a flea market today. And I'm like, oh, I wanted to get up super early and go, but we didn't. We didn't get there till, what, 11 something? I get a bunch of these Drink More Clean Milk pull tabs. These are going to end up in ephemera packs, so I got a full jar of them. Whenever I see stuff like this, I like to pick it up for ephemera packs because they're just a fun little addition. I did get some little cards for ephemera packs too. I thought that was fun. These vintage party invites. How cute are those? Please come to my party. I bought these. These will probably end up in ephemera packs. I love stuff like that. And this book, the lady's like, oh, I bought that back in the 70s to use, and I never used it. I'm like, it's a whole pad of them in here, so I might separate these out for ephemera packs just because they're so cute. But it's a sitter's guide from the 70s. And look at these sheets in here. A whole pad of these sheets for the sitter. It's got like, we can be reached at, also at, we'll be home about, while we were out, messages. And then on the inside of the book, it's got like all the contact numbers. You would leave a sheet every time you went out for the babysitter. How cool is that? That was before cell phones, huh? Instructions. So you could leave little instructions for the sitter as well. I don't know. I paid $3 for it. I thought it was cool. And I could split that up and use all the fun little papers in different ephemera packs. I also have a bunch of old comic books which have really cool advertising in them from like the 80s and 90s. Those are going to end up in some of the ephemera packs too. So that's, and what I'm showing you right now is more ephemera stuff. This book, First Picture Word Book, Whitman Publishing. I haven't seen this one before. I thought it was pretty cute. It's in pretty good condition too. It's Easter 1958, it says inside. So it must have been given out at that time. But I just love these old children's books. I love them. You got a couple creepy family photos here. And those will land in my ephemera packs for sure. I do have ephemera packs available, by the way. I had made up, I think 6. I think I sold 3, and I still have 3 available. They're $20 a piece. Letters D, E, and F are available still from the last sale. So if you didn't watch back, you can always message me, email me, and I will put one aside for you. This book here, Fry's Grammar School Geography, Michigan and Wisconsin edition. I think this is 1902. This will be available on a book sale. Yeah, 1902. Has some old maps in there. Just a really cool old geography book. But what I noticed, there was some stuff tucked inside of the book. I didn't know if it was. Oh, this is Vote Straight Democratic November 6th. So there is this Democratic voter elective thing in here from Detroit. Whenever I see stuff tucked in the book, I'm just like, oh, what is this? Like a treasure hunt. This is the same thing. I don't know if those are from the early 1900s. I don't know. There's no date on those. Those were tucked in here, and I thought I saw some flowers tucked in here too. So I love finding that kind of stuff in books. And this one's pretty old. Yep, there is some flowers tucked in here. It's a rose. It still has its thorns. Ooh. Look at the thorns on it. So that's a really cool geography book from 1902. It does have some treasures tucked away in it. It does have age, but it's pretty cool, right? Robin, I love looking for this stuff. And if you're just coming in, I have to show you what I bought for me to keep. It's a Don Featherstone chocolate bunny. I've been wanting one of these. I think I only have one other blow mold, and it's a Don Featherstone bat. But this is, well, I wouldn't want to ship him anyway, but we walked around the whole flea market. We had a wagon full of stuff, and I had bought those animatronic things for our friend. So we have those in there, and then we have this big chocolate bunny, and everyone was coming up to Gino. What were they saying? Can I have a bite of that bunny? Were they asking you that, Gino? If it was real chocolate. But I love him. He's so cool. So
Thank you. I love you too.
yeah, the chocolate bunny.
Oh,
Okay, now we're going to get into the weird stuff. Well, not really weird. I did get this antique, and it does have a lot of wear to it. I don't know what year. The guy's like, well, since you're buying this, you can have this for $5. I had it marked for 10, but since you're buying that, you can have it for 5, and basically forced me to buy it. But I mean, it's so cute. Just I was like, okay. It's this little Easter, and it's pretty worn. You can't really see the bunny on top, can you? It's like a litho, but it's pretty well rubbed off. The sides are still pretty good. They're a little faded, but it is old, and it's a hinged tin. He's like, look, it looks so good inside. And then he opened it up, and he's like, oh, look, it's on a hinge. That makes it even more valuable. I'm like, okay. First off, he was a little rude when I first went back through there, because if you're working at a flea market, you have to be able to haggle. And he, like, I was twisting his arm, and he wasn't having it. He was like, no. And I'm like, I thought you were supposed to haggle at a flea market. I always feel weird doing that, but I'll be like, are you pretty firm? That's what I always say. Are you firm on the price? And he's like, I don't understand how much lower I can go. And I was like, oh, okay. We left, and then I came back later, and I just gave him what he was asking for it. So that was a little weird. Brother sewing machine, $30, almost new sewing on paper for junk journaling. Oh, that's cool. You sew with the sewing machine on the junk journals. I still don't understand how to put those together. I keep watching videos on how to punch the holes, and then you sew it to the middle, and then the middle, and then I get confused on that. But that's cool if you can sew it. So I got that 10. We didn't get a whole lot today, but we did get some cool stuff. I did pick up this jewelry casket. It almost looks like it has holly and berries on it. It does not have the velvet inside, and it's no longer attached. But I'm wondering if it can. I don't think it can be reattached. I think it's just, I didn't really give it a very good look, but no, it just sits on now. But the pattern on it is really cool. It's like holly and berries, so I thought it'd be pretty at Christmas time. See that? So I got that. You collect hobbies? Yeah, me too. The next thing I got is what I think I'm going to keep these, which is really weird because I don't really collect salt and pepper shakers, but these have got to be the cutest salt and pepper shakers I've ever seen. And I mean, they're really cute. I don't see a mark on them. I didn't even look them over for damage very well because I liked them so much. There's a sticker on the back of this one. Okay, that's coming off. Okay, you ready to see these? They are owls, and they're also doctors. You ready? You're going to die. And that's a little gemstone in his little stethoscope. And there's the other one. How cute are they? Can you see their face? Look at their eyes. They're little owl doctors. I love them. I don't know why. Something about them. I picked them up and I'm like, I don't even care. I paid $10 for them. I'm getting them. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. That's so good. They are so cute, right? They have little jewels. Hi, Kitty Cat. They have little jewels up in their stethoscope. Is that their lights? Not stethoscope. Their light. That's that's a diamond encrusted light. But look at his little face. I thought they were adorable. I'm just saying. I don't even care. I don't even care if they have any chips. I love them. And I have one more thing to show you. I thought I had a lot more stuff, but I guess we didn't. Where'd all my money go? All right, so
Well, you did better at the thrift store than you did at the casino.
whatever. This is what I bought from the grumpy guy, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing with them. But I've never seen anything like this before. I got these. There's the first one, and I'm having trouble with this camera because I'm not used to being on this side. This is the elephant. This is the lion. And this is the polar bear. So you get all three of these little ones, which don't even go with the other. Well, they kind of go, but they're not the same size. These are old soap. Weirdest thing ever. They don't smell like soap. But it's soap. Or wax. I don't know. I paid $20 for this lot. Probably shouldn't have done that, but those were added in. This is what I paid for here, really. And I don't know what years these are. I thought they were like 1940s or something. I'm going to have to look them up, but I got this still on the box. If racehorses run races and ball players' bases, soiled kids should run and wash their faces. Those are soaps. Like circus horse soaps on the stand. So I got that. Have you ever seen soap like that? And they're like painted. That one literally looks like it has a hair. It's a feather. There's a feather stuck to it. And the other one is this one here. And these aren't hooked on. So I got to be careful not to knock them over. Oh, he has a hook in his back. I didn't even see that. How are these soaps? He's got a staple in them. They must have put a damn staple in him to hold him on the card. I see. And then this one's stapled down into the card. I'm just going to hold him. This is just weird. But here's the other one. You get the clown, the horse, and then the seal. Fun soap by Treejure. Has anyone ever seen this before? They're on like this display card with really cool graphics. I know, right? They do have like, this one has like a staple in the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm going to give that to my kid to bathe, and it's got like staples in the bottom. But they have, they're like painted. How weird is that? Anyway, I got the soap lot. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. It's for sale if you're interested. But I don't even know why I wanted it so bad. But I kept thinking about it because it was so weird. The clown guy's weird. The horse, the seal, the clown, and me are lifelong friends. As you can see, we're made of funny soap, white as snow. We're the best of all the three-ring show is what it says. So I have to look those up and see what year those are from. They look pretty old to me. Yes. They are neat. Just different, you know. I like that circus theme. But then he had these in the box with him, and I'm like, I guess they're part of the circus, right? Just little add-on soaps. So that's what I got. There's a couple. I got some records, children's records, stuff like that. The string's getting on my nerves. Ugh. That didn't help. I have one super long one and one short one, and I can never get it to go right. They're like, why are we watching this lady pull on her? I give up. Girls looking rough today. So yeah, what are you all up to? Doctor Who. Everybody's up so late. I was like, I'm just going to record a video. I didn't think anybody would be in here with me. So we're doing a sale on Monday, Viewer's Choice. So if you want to come, it's at noon Eastern on Monday, Viewer's Choice. We're packing up packages tomorrow and invoicing. And then I have to set up for the sale. So email me or message me if you want to see something from the shelves. So watch back to, was it Wednesday sale when we showed all the stuff? I think so. Wednesday sale, we showed all the shelves and stuff on the shelves. If you saw something that you wanted, I've had a few people message me about stuff. So I will put that on the table. But yeah, if you're looking for something in particular, besides a chocolate bunny. We went to the antique mall after we went to the flea market, and I paid $50 for him, which is a lot. But the one at the antique mall was $95. So I guess the 50 wasn't so bad, right? Gino's still like, you paid what for that? I wanted him though. And you can put water in him if you put him outside to make him heavy. But I'm going to put him in my living room. He is so cool, right? Hi, Jeannie. How are you doing today? Everybody's up so late. Of course, if you're in California, you're 3 hours. It's like after 10 here, right?
11:30 here.
Oh, it's 11:30. Later than I thought. We've been running around all day, and then we went to that flea market. We went to an antique mall, and then we went over to a friend's house, played cards, had dinner. So we're just getting home. What are you guys doing? What'd you do today? Anything fun? Gino's out here on our sun porch. I'll turn the camera so you can see. You can't really see him, but he's sitting out on our porch there. Oh, turn your lights on. I'll show him that cabinet. You guys want to see something really cool? Oh, let me show you. We're in my kitchen right now, so. Okay. I'm going to take you to show you Gino's collection since it's dark. This is our little sun porch, but look at, this is his uranium glass collection. Can you see it? There's some really cool stuff in here. I have the camera upside down, so all the way up there. I think his favorite piece is it this Victorian picture set. It's hand painted with the glasses.
With a basket on the bottom.
Oh, and then there's this basket down here and a silver holder.
It's 150 years old.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff in here. And there was
the Clark's gum thing is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the tea berry gum and this pitcher and glass. That's really cool too. Yeah. But yeah, we sit out here on the porch and we look out the backyard. Can't really see it, but we have a little stream out there. See it? Here. Take you on a little view of the yard. It was windy today, but we had our little stream out here. We get raccoons and deer, and it's kind of peaceful out there. So this is our little porch area. It's all enclosed, and so we sit out here for most of the time. Oh yeah, the floor is heated, so it's nice and warm.
And there's a stove in the corner.
Chicago lady, Jeannie says hello.
Hello, Jeannie.
Oh, look at Stassi. You sitting on Mama's chair? Are you sitting on Mama's chair? This is Stassi, and she is 10. Huh. Yeah. They had their bubbles. And that's Sophie, and she is 15. And Sophie May. Sophie, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to say hi, Sophie? Say hi, Sophie. The babies. Those are our babies that you always hear barking.
I'm a lot older than 15 and 10 put together.
Those are the babies that you always hear barking when we're in the basement. So we unloaded the car, so we were, my gosh, it's been a long day. My hair is doing some crazy stuff. We're going to do a side ponytail. She picks the smallest bed. She's so big. That bed over there is for her, but Stassi laid in it. And look at her. She's going to try and fit in the smallest bed. Why are you doing that? You don't fit in there. She's so silly. So we're just chilling now. And because I work so late now, I'm wide awake. And it's 11:30, so.
That you've been a passenger queen in the car all day.
Usually I fall asleep in the car. Oh, thank you. You guys want to see my Easter decorations? I did a little video about it, but let me walk you through. We just moved in this house. We haven't been here quite a year yet. This room, the reason we had to put this out here is because our house in California had like really tall ceilings over 20 feet. Well, this house that we moved into, ignore the mess because I just unloaded everything, has low ceilings. And the only room that it fits in is out here because the ceilings are high. So that's why we put that out there. Excuse me. We'll walk you through. This is the kitchen area. Very exciting, right? We call this like the fireplace room. It's kind of cluttered because I have the Coke cart in here right now. We use this for parties in the summer, but I had to bring it in because he had to make room for the snowblower. We have this huge ice box here. This was my dad's ice box. Let me turn the light on. Just in case you haven't seen it before. This is an 1800s ice box. It is, 7 feet long and about 6 feet tall. About 6 feet tall. I just have it full of crap right now. I haven't figured out what to do with it, but this is an old ice box. And I just have toys and stuff crammed in here right now. I don't know what to do with it. It literally takes up the whole, well, this is the only place that it fit. But, you guys still with me? Okay. This is what we call like the fireplace room. Ignore the doggy blanket on the couch. I didn't know I was going to be walking you guys through. But Gino collects these old scales. So we have scales throughout the house. We don't really use this fireplace at all, but I got my bunnies there. Check them out. And my bunny's up on top. We got him with his Easter basket. This little guy. My big bird cage here. It's pretty big. With the bunnies. He also collects antique radios, so we have them throughout the house. But let me show you my favorite part. Okay, let me turn this on. Okay, we're in the dining room. Look at all the little cute little chicky chick stuff. Oh my gosh, I found the worm guy. She hid him in here. Okay. He's not supposed to be there. This is my memorial cabinet that I've had for a long time. You can see how big it is. And it actually has my dad, my grandmother, and my mom in here. And I have all of their like birds of bluebirds. My mom used to collect those. I have those in there and a bunch of religious stuff. So that's my memorial cabinet. And we have this in the dining room on our antique buffet. We have an antique Bible on an antique Bible stand. We have a lot of just weird stuff. This, look, I'm giving you like a full-blown tour, and you're staying here. You're not leaving, so that's kind of fun. This lamp, check out this. It's like a cinnabar style lamp, but look at the demon faces. Those angels. And I don't know if I'm zoomed in correctly. Let me move this. You see the angels sitting on top of that face? I've never seen anything like that before. And then I found this old shade at this antique mall, or this little antique store, and it fit it perfect. So I stuck that on there. Anyway, let's just move on to the Easter stuff. You still with me? I got all my little knicky-knack Easter stuff here. The little plastic stuff, odds and ends and buckets. And I made these little guys out of wool. Yeah, just little cutesy stuff out here. I made him too out of wool. That's an old candy container. The duck. Got my fresh eggs sign. This was a craft project I just did. You can get these bunnies at Dollar Tree. Paint them brown. They look just like chocolate bunnies. I stuck them in just the wreath, but you'll see them all over my house. And this is my lamb, and this is this worm guy. Got a re-hide because we play a game where we hide that at each other's houses. So that's funny that I just saw that. All right. You still with me? Okay, you're still here. Let's move on. We're in the living room now. Pretty standard living room, right? But this is where I have my paper mache bunny, my wooden bunny. I don't know what this guy's made out of. I don't know. He was I think he's made to look old. In this cabinet here, I have all my little, that's probably not going to help, knick-knacky stuff. Not too exciting. Ooh, I have some bunny stuff in there I could pull out. Just little tiny stuff. Funny story on this cabinet. Those are antique pew-pews over there, like toy ones. They're not real. They are toys. Ooh, I have a bunny back there I didn't even see. And it's kind of dark out here. I don't know if you're really going to be. Is Yvonne in here? Hi, Yvonne. These are just some of my decorations that I put out here. This one's old. It's an old squeaky. I'm trying to see if I have. A lot of this isn't old. This bunny is. I think this might be a little stiff bunny. He's cute. That is old. That's a milk glass Easter egg, and I have one more somewhere else. Gino made me this. We picked up this circus parade toy box. We put the legs on it, and it is now our side table. Very exciting. I don't think I have very many like legitimate old items. This is old. These I think are Lefton. I think those are Lefton bunnies. This one I made from wool. The little sleeping bunny. He's pretty cute. Sleeps. He was fun to do. Yeah, I don't know where the other egg went. I did have another milk glass egg, but this is an old newspaper stand here, and I use it to hold blankets in my living room just because I'm a weirdo. Hello. So yeah, this is the upstairs part. The bedrooms and stuff are back down on that side of the house. But we have my 1940s it's a carousel. It's from a children's ride. It's metal carousel horse. We have that mounted up there. I love birds. Oh, I like birds too. I like just little like creatures, you know, animals in general. Like if they're cutesies, I love them. This is like one of probably the weirdest things that we have, and it's our side table here. This is metal. It's from the Vietnam War. No. What war is it from? Korean War? It is a medical box that they dropped out of airplanes. Hopefully you can see it. So it opens up into a like surgical station table. We use it as an end table just because I don't know. But you don't ever really see us upstairs. We're usually downstairs, but look how creepy that looks in here with the red. My nephew said this should be like a seance room or something because it's super creepy when it's dark. But yeah, that's upstairs. Not very exciting, but I got to figure out what to do with this big ice box here. I don't know what to use it for. I just have I collect old toys, so I just have old toy stuff in it right now, but that's definitely not like a good use for it. So what are you guys up to? Let me read back here. Oh, the ice box. It took 6 people to move that ice box in here, Helen. My dad did construction and he was like gutting an old grocery store in downtown Toledo. I think that's where he got it from. But he like fixed it up, and so when he always wanted us to have it because he knew that we collected antiques. And so when my sister had it in her garage for a long time and she was just going to get rid of it. So we paid all this money to have it shipped out to California, and then like a year later we moved back, so it had to be moved back. And those people from the moving company were not happy because first off, they could barely fit it through the doorway because it's ginormous. 5 people could barely move it, and that was with, I think they had the doors off of it too. I can't remember. It was a nightmare. It's solid wood and metal. I've seen them where they paint them and then they put lights inside of them and they'll use them for like towels and bathroom stuff. However, this house is not big enough. It has to stay right here out in this fireplace room. We can't move it anywhere else. This is the only spot for it. So I don't know what we could do with it, but yeah, I didn't show them like the bedrooms or anything yet. They're not very exciting, but artwork. Oh, I think I have some paintings, but the coolest end table, right? Yeah. See, that's what I like. I do like big pieces, right? I don't know. I like the old stuff and then using it in a different way. Like the end table or the toy box table at the other end. That's just fun to do, you know. I do like big pieces. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Yvonne. Sending you big hugs. I'm going to scroll up in the chat. I don't know if I missed something. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'm sending you hugs. I like the case with the top glass doors. This one?
The one in the living room.
Oh. Oh.
Show them through the bedrooms. Show them everything else.
I didn't show my little cabinet. That's where all my favorite little knickknacks are. In that little cabinet. I don't want to bore you guys though, but I'm going to show you my little cabinet. It's not light enough out here to show them. I have little mini kitchens. They're so cute. Let me see. This is a library card file. Use it as like an entry. You can't really see it. Sorry. I'm not good at maneuvering this camera. Oh, why'd you do that? I just turned it on.
So they can see it.
You turned the light off, you dork. That's the library card file. I bought that at a garage sale. Cheap. And I will tell you, hey, you know you have all your spool things in here for the Edison player? Yeah. Okay. These drawers hold wine bottles perfectly. I will tell you that. This lamp, they called it like a funeral home lamp. Very cool. I got my vintage pictures up here. This one is amazing. It's, I think, called See No Evil. It is a really cool piece. I don't know if you can make it out. She's blindfolded there. There's like a bearskin rugs. I don't know. It's really cool. And the detail on the frame. Look at the detail. I don't know. These are just weird pictures I picked up. But what I want to show you, look, I still have 8 people in here. They have not left me yet. So we're just going to keep going because we don't, what are we going to do? I think you were talking about this little cabinet here with the glass doors.
No, probably that one, huh?
Oh, this.
That was when they were saying somebody said they were glad we brought it back with us.
That is, we were told that's like a Ralph Lauren cabinet. Funny story. We were going to sending you big hugs, Kitschy Cat. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to say anything, but sending you great big hugs. These are my babies here. That's Stassi. She's 10. Stassi, what are you going to do? You telling everybody hi? You telling everybody hi? Yeah, this is Stassi Monroe. And that's Sophie May. She is 15. And ignore the carpet. We're going to have to vacuum again. She got paw prints all over it. Yeah. But I want to show you these old kitchen things I have because they're so cool. Have you ever seen this one? I think it's super rare. I have not been able to find it. And it's this top one here. The little mini kitchens, the Disney one up there. And then I have this one down here, the pink one. Look at the little animals I set up. He's putting stuff in the fridge. And this one's unpacking groceries. I love these little kitchens. They're metal. And then I have like different containers here, like jam jars and stuff. Honey jars. This is a jam jar. It says, what does it sell? Jelly and jams or something? I don't know. Oh, and this is the creepy one down here. I forgot I had this down here. That's Ronald McDonald, and he has a baby in the sink, and there's I don't know where I came up with that, but I had it out for Halloween, and I just stuck it down there. I also have another little kitchen somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. But yeah. Orange covering eyes. Orange covering eyes. I don't know. You don't have Instagram? Oh, that milk glass owls. I love those too.
You show them the donkey you refinished?
Nope. Got a vintage 19, is it 1940s?
I think it's from the 20s.
20s. We bought this at an old antique mall and it was all broken. We fixed it and repainted it.
I've only been able to find one on the internet ever. So
I don't know. I'll show you a couple other things that we got here. This is our, huh?
Put the lights on if you want to show me that stuff.
This flag we picked up. We're doing like a little antique tour here. What is this? 48 star wool flag?
It's all wool. They quit making it in 1939.
We got this from one of my old coworkers. He used to be a reseller. He passed away, but we had it framed not very well. It's kind of dipping down, so we got to take it back to the frame shop.
Come on.
You never seen a rocking donkey? Me either. Oh no. I have really weird artworks, so you're not, I don't know, you're probably getting a glare. Let me turn this light off. That might be a little bit better. This is from the 1952. This is advertisement that was in a store for back to school.
They might be getting the glare from that room.
Yeah, could be. It's all right. They can see it. So 1952, it's a big advertisement for back to school. We had it framed. I don't know why. Thought it was kind of cool. This guest room is a mess right now because I have packages on the bed ready to go out, towels for my niece for her to pick up, and a weighted blanket. If you know anybody who's looking for a weighted blanket, there's a brand new one still in the box.
There's one of my prized possessions on the wall.
Yeah, we picked this up in San Francisco. This was 2003. This was hanging in Golden Gate Park. You know how they have the big like street lights? This would have hung from the street light, and they did the remodel of the Conservatory of Flowers, and so we bought that
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
This is open in September 20th,
Yep.
2003.
This is just an old cuckoo clock, and I put "She Flew Up to Heaven on the Wings of a Bluebird," and then I put it at the date my mom passed away. So 10/17 is what the clock stopped at, and then I have these two other little cuckoo clocks. That one's really cool. It has like parrots on it or parakeets on it. I don't know. I just stuck them up there. I did both of these paintings. This one I made for my mom. Little, like I'm sending a little bluebird up to heaven to her. And I painted that bumblebee one. And my friend painted this. You know how you can get those John Perry whales and the different sea life? Well, this one was so like sun bleach. She painted it for me, and it's beautiful. So I put that there. Nothing too exciting. Let's move on. The flag is great. I love the flag. This is one of the newer things that we got. We did get this in Springfield. Oh God, my hair. Got this in Springfield. It's huge. And it's a Victory Bonds thing from the war.
Canada.
Ah, thank you, Yvonne. Yeah, it's Canadian war bonds. We bought this in Springfield in September, right? It's huge. It's a huge piece. It's taking up this whole wall. And we just had the frame. We had the plexiglass replaced and the frame tightened.
Everything redone.
Yeah, so we had that redone. It does have a little bit of damage here, but because it was folded for so many years. So that's just kind of a cool piece. It's an owl in case you can't see because of the light, the glare. This is where I work. So this is my work computer. So I got to be careful not to get that on screen. There is New Jersey. But the newest thing that he got me is this piece right here. Let me see. Move that out of the way. Alice in Picnic Land. Isn't that so cool? 1960s store display. Gino had that framed for me for my birthday. And then the creepy picture that nobody likes right there. They say that a little boy, like, his eyes follow them. Let me move my easel out of the way there. But that's the creepy picture nobody likes. And then the Boom Boom Room. This is the Boom Boom Room. We got a teddy bear and a baby on the bed. Anyway, very exciting. You still with me? Oh, we still have people in here. New Jersey Shore Art. Yeah. You know, I got that at it was like an old like IHOP restaurant or something like that. This is our bathroom. I know, it's so exciting. Look at the bathroom, but look at the bunnies. I like my art that I have in here. I have this for the bluebirds, and I think Helen said you liked birds. These are glass like transfers. And then I have this one, and this is one of my favorite ones. It's in a cloche. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a bird in a cloche. I got that a long time ago, probably like, about 20 years ago. Very exciting. Chocolate. Are you still with me? Good. All right. This is our bedroom. It's not very exciting. We got this armoire, huge armoire piece that takes up like most of the wall. The glass, I know. I love the glass bird. I love birds too. But those, something about them, just like, I don't know. Kind of like I saw something similar in like the Winchester house, and it had like that old Victorian, like creepy feel to it. I don't know. Something about it I liked. But this is the armoire piece we had painted. It was 1920s art deco, and it had has like these little bullet hinges, and it was in kind of rough shape, so it had to be painted. But we got this from this store out in California, and so she painted it for us. It looks really nice. It did get some scratches in the move, but it kind of adds to it a little bit, I think. So yeah, it's a huge armoire. And then over here, flanking we have like a little, this goes out to the patio here. So if we got a hot tub, go right out from in here. But these windows here, these are 6 feet tall. These windows, these are from a Victorian. They were gutting this Victorian, and these were in the dumpster. And this man pulled these out of the dumpster and put them on Marketplace, and I bought them. So they're just beautiful old windows. They still have the glass in them, and I just put some wreaths on there just to make it very simple. And then we have the artwork here. Our little nightstands match the armoire. We got our walk-in. Look, you didn't know you were going to get like a full-on tour, right? But I guess I haven't really done this since we moved in. This is a radio that Gino just had redone. It's beautiful. And he's trying to figure out, it needs like, it does work. It does work, but we need like an antenna for it. So we just stuck that in here for now, because where else is it going to go? And then this is an old window that I painted. I don't know, a window to my soul. I had like a vision that I was going to put weird stuff glued to the top. I'm just weird. but I never did it. I just left it. I had a bunch of hand painted windows that I did. Right? It's nice, except I don't know if you saw my my story where we were sleeping and they were trimming the trees. We were sleeping right underneath where they were trimming the trees. And so when it rains or the storming, it's hard to sleep because everything hits these windows up here. These skylight windows. I've never had skylights before, so ooh, look at my hair. Weird.
See, if I turn myself into an antenna, it works.
He's playing the radio for you.
This radio is from 1929, and had a guy restore the chassis, work on the speaker a little bit, replace the speaker cloth, and this went over. This cabinet has not been refinished. It's been cleaned. I don't refinish anything that we buy. I will clean it to death, oil it, and that's it. Whatever it is, it is. This is the way it came nearly 100 years ago. So,
yeah.
But very simple old Atwater Kent Model 46 radio.
He loves radios and scales and just old.
I love guy stuff.
Yeah.
What can I say?
So anyway, that's the upstairs. That's pretty much the full. No, I didn't take him into our bathroom. I know. Gosh. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I need to check to see if I had anything delivered because I'm waiting. Nope. I'm waiting to see if I get those stickers. I put in an order with that company that Misty went through. I'm trying to remember what it is. Timo, something like that, for a bunch of stickers and stuff, package toppers that I could put on the top of my packages going out. And I ordered like over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, and they still haven't come. So I don't know I don't know what's taking so long. I did get an email saying, oh, you can cancel the order if you want, if it's taking too long. I'm like, no, I want my stuff. So, anywho, what's everybody doing? I'm like wide awake. I'm not even ready to go to sleep yet. Hi, Tammy. We literally was just walking through. I was like, let me show you my decorations. And then it turned into like a full-on tour. Yeah. We were sleeping and the dog started barking and I'm like, what is going on? Like, we didn't even hear him trimming the trees. And so I opened up the windows and there's a man standing in the backyard with an orange hard hat on. And I'm like, Gino, there's a man in the backyard. And Gino looked up and the guy was right above us in the tree. He could watch, like he literally was watching us sleep. So that was a little awkward. And then he like hurried up and got dressed and ran out there, and they had already started cutting down the tree. And we're like, okay. So we just had him finish it, but it was like we were sleeping right under where he was dropping the tree. So that was a little weird. Good night. I hope to see you on Monday. Be sure to stop in on Monday if you can. But yeah. It is just after midnight here, about 10 after. And probably watch some TV and eat some snacks. Fix my... Oh, yeah. There we go. So what is everybody up to? Why are you up so late? Oh, you flipped the light off. Now they can't see me, which is probably good. But you can see the glow from his stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the storms and hail. Oh my God. And then the little stuff from the tree constantly hitting the window. It keeps me up. And if it's raining, like you would think it would be peaceful, but not when it's hitting the window. It's not. It's loud. He can sleep through it. I'm thinking the whole time something's going to come through that window and I'm right underneath it. So, you want to say hi to everybody? I'm going to pass you over to Gino real quick. Oh, you can't sleep? Helen, I saw those on Instagram, the little egg things now. Do you put confetti in them? Is that what goes in there? Yeah, Yvonne, you got to do all that while she's sleeping, huh? Cascaronis. Those look really cool. It reminds me of, are those paper eggs? And you like put confetti in them, right? Or do you put candy in them? I thought they were like the popper things. I think I've seen those before, but I'm not really sure. Oh, sorry, yeah, confetti. You break them on each other's heads. Oh, they are real eggs? Oh my gosh. Well, how do you open them without breaking the whole egg? You have to puncture it somehow, or do you blow the egg out? You don't hard boil them. You probably blow the egg out, right? They're kind of like an egg popper. That's pretty cool. Now I'm starting to yawn. Can you turn the light off? That is cool. I'm going to pass you. Is a funnel. I'm going to pass you over to Gino so he can talk to you for a few. Here you go.
Hello. Now that you've gotten the entire, well, most of the house, I can't believe she didn't show you our bathroom, but I just have to say that for another time.
Why do they want to see the bathroom?
I don't know. You showed them everything else.
Oh, well, you told me to.
Surprised you didn't lift up the rugs and show them under there too.
Well, then they'd see all of our secrets we sweep under the rug. I'm going to grab a Coke real quick.
Ah. I wonder why she handed me off. She has other plans.
I'm grabbing a drink.
So yeah, everybody's up awful late, but it is Saturday night. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe a cookie.
Yeah. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Tammy.
What?
Yeah, I forget how I got into the uranium glass. It's only been a few years. If you first get it, I have a lot of Vaseline glass up there as well. It's hard to tell at night. The problem we have is when I first got into it, if it glowed, I bought it. So I ended up with all these plates and cups and saucers and all the stuff that. This is backwards. What the heck?
It is backwards. That's what I said.
Okay.
This cabinet's got a bunch of stuff in here that you didn't even put out.
I know there's no room for it. So.
Well, I should offer some of it at a sale.
Yeah, so we first got into it. It was I should say I got into it. It's just if it glows, I bought it. And you realize pretty quickly as you start accumulating plates and cups and saucers that's not the fun stuff, you know. The fun stuff is the unique stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it is beautiful furniture. We have one out in a fireplace room. I don't know if she showed you. I just got the chassis and the speaker back from the guy that works on them for me. And
I didn't show him that
the
one.
cabinet is really.
Does that one work?
Yeah, well, the tuner broke on it, so
yeah.
It turns on, but there's in the back of a lot of these old radios when you tune the station, there's actually a string or a wire that goes through a whole bunch of different pulleys and pivot points and stuff that actually goes and physically turns the tuner to dial stations in. And as such, the guy just finished trying to fix that, and I had it for about a day, and I turned it to tune a station in, and all of a sudden the knob got real loose, and I realized that it broke that little cable, so I have to take it apart and drive it back up north to where the guy is and drop it off and have him work on it again. I guess I could show you the...
Why don't you do the coil one on top?
Coil one. I don't know. Do you guys want to see a couple more things that she kind of skipped over? I can show you some of my stuff.
Yeah, show them. That desk is probably a mess, though.
Yeah, well, that's a computer desk. Little known fact: I do a lot of genealogy work, and I actually am part of a local historical society that works at cemeteries, cleaning, fixing markers, and all that. Yeah, no, the guy I'm dealing with is like 85 years old. He's really good at it, but who knows for how much longer.
Do you want me to hold down?
Why don't you turn that light off?
This one?
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
So there you can see this now.
Oh, I'm going to turn you around. Ooh, I don't want to make everyone sick, but...
We'll show them the radio.
Okay, yes, sir. Is it on there?
No. You're showing this.
Oh, down here more?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful model. Again, I just went over the cabinet, thoroughly cleaned it, and oiled it. Again, it works. If you look in the little hole, you'll see it turn on. The problem is the tuner is like not tuning anymore. So I can't play anything on it for you tonight. Maybe another time.
But he's got that Edison phonograph.
Yeah, there was a gentleman that we dealt with out in California. He was in his mid-80s as well, and had been working on Edison Diamond, anything Edison, old wind-up recorders. And I talked to him. We had a conversation about. I said I'd love to have a cylinder player. This was what they came out with before records. This one is from the very late 1890s. It's a Model A. It's, I think, the first one he produced, mass produced. And the guy went through it, fully restored it. Again, it hasn't had anything but been cleaned. This is the original decal or whatever they put on it 120 years ago. Everything's original on this. He basically put a new belt and cleaned it, lubed it, made sure the wind-up spring was good. And if you ever wondered about these things, you do have to wind it up. Slide it here, turn it on. And so that's how that works. And back then you would open it all the way so you don't gouge it. And that's what the music's on. It's a cylinder. That's what they call them.
So if you ever see those cylinders, that's what they are. They have little grooves in them.
Yeah, it's just basically a record player on a cylinder. But these are, kind of awkward to store and everything else. So they came out with these flat things called records, and the rest was history. So I had that. We had the lid for it, because you would. At one point, these are meant to be portable to, take to everybody's house. So it's a little dusty, but
You don't have to take it off, Bob.
yeah, you just take the horn off and you put the lid on and lock it down and carry it away.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a sewing machine once it's all closed up. He dropped my
I didn't drop anything.
Easter bunny thing off the top.
It,
I didn't show you guys this clock. This is Art Nouveau style clock. It's solid. What is it, brass or?
It's stamped. It's actually wood in the back. That's a shell, like a brass shell. And
it's from Black Forest, Germany.
It was made in Germany in the Black Forest. The maker's mark is clearly visible, but the guy we're talking to, who had been working on clocks for 50 years, said he never saw the maker's mark before. He went through all of his books and couldn't find it.
Got like serpents on there.
He said that was not uncommon back in the day because, much like cars 100 years ago, everybody made them. So, the most collectible record player I have.
He's still going.
Yeah. What's this little guy in the corner here? Big speaker, little tiny box hiding under here. That is 1898 or 99. It's called a Zonophone. And if you talk to anybody that knows a lot about the old wind-up record players, was not by any means the highest end model of the day, but it's one of the rarest to find. And this is considered a survivor. I took the little motor out of it and sent it to a guy in Northern California, and he was able to replace a couple parts. He had to make them on a machine. And then he got it going, and when he sent it back to me, he said, put it together. He talked me through it on the phone, and we got it going. He goes, okay, play a record. I played a record. He goes, all right, one more step. I said, what's that? He goes, never play it again. He goes, that is the rarest machine I've ever worked on. It's amazing that it's a survivor. Nothing's been done except a couple mechanical parts that wore out over the years. It's all original. This horn's original. Everything on it's original. So supposedly that's worth quite a bit of money, but I like it. I'm not getting rid of it. And then we have Victrola in the basement, which some of you may have heard. I play music once in a while on it while the sales are going on. And I also have an Edison Diamond disc player, which is Edison's version of a Victrola, which is a different animal altogether. They play records that are like the size of the 78, but Edison was kind of weird. That might be. His records were 80 RPM instead of 78. And when a record plays, there's a needle that fits down in a groove, right? And the record turns, and that needle picks up the variations in the groove. So the needle in that groove moves side to side to get the sound reproduction. Edison made these real thick records because they had to be flat, because not only was his a different RPM, but his modulated up and down through the grooves to get the sound. So they really don't play on each other's machines. And all of the Edison Diamond discs that were produced were personally approved by Thomas Edison, because he didn't want just anything being played on his machine. So if you see a Diamond disc, you know Thomas Edison listened to it and said, okay, you can make that for my machine. There's lots of history like that. I'm into it. The Toledo scale thing's a whole different thing. She showed you, I think she showed you the big people wire in the corner.
Yeah, it's over there.
That is accurate. That's from 1923. That is accurate to within 1 pound. It would be accurate on the nose, except I haven't taken the face off of it to dial it in and mess with it, because I really don't want to mess with it at this point.
I forgot that I put something on there. Yeah. I meant to move it.
It's actually, you can see the movement up here. And I will show you, keeping in mind this is 100.
Hold on a second. Let me flip the light so it comes across a little. Better for you.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Flipping out so you don't get a glare.
All right. So if you watch this area here, and this not so much, but this area here, these are how the original Toledo scales worked. You see the whole mechanism move?
And you can see that piece down there moves too when he steps on it.
Yeah. That's the wishbone in there. But you'll see it's only off by 1 pound. And that's adjustable, I think, in here. The problem is nobody knows how to adjust it. So I get in there and start messing with stuff. God only knows what's going to happen. So the rest of my scales are downstairs. maybe we could show those to you sometime during the show. But I sold 10 or 12 of them before we left California because they're heavy. They're super heavy. And we had occupied half of the semi-trailer for Metropolitan Moving, but took up like 90% of their weight. So, yeah, well, I mean, we had the ice box and everything else. So,
Yeah.
guys, like, you got a deal because I can't really afford to move half a load, but because you're taking all my weight up. So, yeah.
See her in there. She's got her crow mask on. That's a handmade crow mask by this artist out in California. I thought it was kind of cool. So I stick her in the bird cage.
Anyhow.
All right.
We have a whole house full of stuff like this. You've seen a good portion of it, but not all of it.
Oh, you have 2 scales? They are super heavy.
Yeah. I have the big butcher like meat scales, the countertop scales. I have
My God,
but they're all
my
Toledo
hair.
scale company. I have the fan scales and the barrel scales, and a couple of the hanging scales. One of them, which was really cool, because we pulled it out of an estate of some people that were the better part of 100 years old. They had collected them 70 years earlier.
It's hilarious. Hey, let's show them that scale. You want to see a cool piece? Now, mind you, do you guys remember these blow mold baskets, or is it just me? Because I bought like
Just go ahead and
1,
take away from my
2,
thunder.
3, 4, 5 blow mold baskets. I want to show them this.
That's fine.
Well, here, I need your help.
Well, you didn't help me with anything. Blind him with the lights.
Look at this stool, and it has glass.
We think it's
It's a
piano.
really cool.
I think it's an old school piano stool, like you would have been playing in a bar or something like that. And if you look,
It's got glass. Oh my God, it's got cobwebs on it.
well,
But look at the feet.
yeah,
Can you
those are
see
glass. Those are glass, big glass marbles in cloth. I don't even know how they got them in
I mean,
there.
it's cool. And look at the old sweeper. We should probably be using that. That's a bis. Is it a Bissell?
Yes, it's a wooden. It's all wood except the metal handle.
I paid $5 for that at an estate sale. But don't push it on the floor. It scratches the floor. I found that out because I scratched the floor.
For those of you that were buying postcards and stuff, and she would talk about the C.C. LaRue character and give you the whole story, this came out of his estate.
Yeah, that sweeper came out of his. Isn't that stool cool? Cobwebs are original, free of charge.
Well, as you can imagine, it's a real handful trying to keep this place
Oh my gosh.
in order.
Just because we have too much crap.
No, and we got rid of at least half of what we had before we moved here. So
I know. I forget about all the stuff down here too. Some of it actually is for sale, like that lady had there. I don't know if that's Italian or if it's a beautiful piece. You want to hold this? I'll show this to you real quick in case anybody's interested in it. I have his report card. You have his sweeper. That's right. C.C. LaRue. Charles
you're gonna sell
LaRue.
that now?
I don't know. I've just had her. How beautiful is this piece?
It's amazing. It's still in one piece.
It
It's
is
not broken.
Italian. It's marked Italy.
Gift to Aunt Teresa from Terry and Sue.
But look at the detail on it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it either.
She's beautiful. I really liked her face. Isn't that gorgeous? She's really pretty, huh? I bought her at an estate sale, and I just never did anything with her. So she's just sitting down here collecting dust.
That's why she has cobwebs too.
Yep, she does. Yeah, I have some really interesting pieces that I'll eventually show, like that turkey pod. And
Did you show them the newsstand?
yeah, I did. Well, we won't keep you any longer. No, it's getting late. It's keeps flipping these lights off. And I keep turning them back on.
Oh, why?
I don't know either. It is, what, 12:30 now?
Yep.
And we still have 8
You show them how
people.
windy it is outside?
It's super windy out right now.
You show them the
5 bird cages, none that big. We got that bird cage. There was this little antique store that was going out of business, and she had kept canaries or finches in that cage.
She got big birds in it.
Whatever. She had birds in that cage at one time.
Plus, trust me, I had to clean it up for it.
But she sold it to us. Do you remember how much we paid for that? It's like, how tall is that bird cage?
I don't know, like close to 4 feet.
It's big. I don't know if it's coming across as big as it is. And I have this hair tie stuck in my hair.
I think we ended up getting it for like 150 or 125.
Yeah, we paid like $150 for the bird cage. And it was this white color full of bird poop. And he cleaned it all out and painted it for me. And painted it. So, yeah. They're getting ready to get into their, she's making her little comfy bed there. Surprised she picked that one instead of the big one over here.
Well, that one just got washed last night. So.
Oh, Stassi, you gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi.
I said hi like 8 times.
Say hi. You wanna come up here? Oh, is she gonna come up here? Yes. Yes, you are. It was windy today. You good girl.
Hey,
yeah.
So for the sale on Monday.
Here, bub.
Okay, just so we're on the same page, we talked about this last week.
Oh.
For the sale on Monday,
Ain't got your big butt.
let Lorianne know if you're looking for specific items. You know, she showed you a lot of things on the shelf, and everybody was like, "Oh, I like this," or "I like that." Let her know. We're gonna organize a sale tomorrow afternoon for Monday, and we want to get as many things out from that as we can that you are interested in, or that you all will be at the sale to think about getting.
Yeah.
All right. So seriously, that's why we call it a viewer's choice. We decided just to try it and see if we could hit on everything that people saw that they wanted, or they could say, "I like this" or "I like that." We could see if we have any. There's a good chance we do. So, yeah, I'll extend the same invitation we always do. If you're ever going to be in the Midwest, close to the Toledo area, Toledo, Ohio, which is right on the west end of Lake Erie. We are also right on the border with Michigan. If we, about 1.5 miles, 2 miles north of here, you're in Michigan. So if you're ever going to be in the area, by all means, please let us know. We'd love to meet you for lunch or dinner, or just take you around to some of our favorite places to go shopping. If you have a day, or spend the night in the area or whatever. And of course, as you saw, we have a couple extra bedrooms, so you're welcome to stay, or welcome to visit.
Michelle's come here and
Yeah,
stayed with us.
Michelle Comfy Cozy Living stayed with us in California just a few months before we left. And then this last summer, after we had only been in this house for a few months, she was traveling through and she stayed with us here at this house. So the longer we're here, the more fun places we find to go shopping for antiques.
And it's really good here for garage sailing.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what she keeps telling me, the garage sales and thrift stores and estate sales. Not so much
thrift store. Garage sales are really good.
And some of the estate sales are awesome. Mm-hmm. When you go to an estate sale where they actually want to sell stuff rather than retire on it, we run into those here. There's a lot of, in Toledo, it has the largest collection of Victorians east of the Mississippi.
Oh.
Yeah. And people don't know that about Toledo. There's a huge area near downtown. It's no longer like the best area in town, but the houses are all 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square feet, 3 full floors with an attic and a basement, and the servants' quarters were up on the 3rd floor and all this, and it's just full of architectural detail. What the hell do I do with this phone? There we go.
I know.
I keep turning it around like my head's going further and further.
I know, it's because it's backwards.
But when those estate sales come up, they're as much fun to just go look through the house as it is to see what's in there. So, yeah, we would see. Yeah, yeah, by all means. Um, we are considering going out to California this summer to revisit. We're thinking about going to Reno, flying into Reno, playing a little bit, and then driving over the Sierras back down into the Napa Valley area where we lived, and see friends and so on there. So we may be in California for a week this summer. We don't know yet, but yeah, you're all are always welcome. That's all I can say. I don't want to sound like a broken record, like we're begging people to stop by. We just want to let you know that you have a place to stay here if you're ever in the area, and we would love to turn you on to all of our favorite haunts and.
Chicken. Freaking chicken.
Well, yeah, there's a lot. She likes Sugar Butches likes chicken.
Shut it.
I'm a steak guy and seafood. But we'd love to show you like all of our secret honey holes and stuff. Like I said, if you're going to be in the area for a day or two, we could take a day, and there's just some fun places to go for you to go shopping and look. So back over to the Sugar Britches. Let her know what you want to see on Monday, and I will see you all back on Monday.
Okay. We still have 8 people in here. My goodness.
We're probably like Ozzy and Harriet.
I've put my hair up in a little ink. My favorite thing at night is just to get my comfy clothes on, hop in bed with my iPad, and watch people's videos on YouTube.
Yep. She watches everybody's videos.
I fall asleep. Usually he'll come in and take the iPad and I'm like falling asleep with it. I just like watching everything, see what people get, like watch them thrift or whatever. I don't know. It's just fun. I was like, I need to really stop buying stuff and get rid of stuff. But it's like my hobby, right? Like, I just like finding the stuff and then you get it and you're like, what am I going to do with this? Like the soap. What am I supposed to do with that? But it was fun finding it. Wasn't so much fun paying for it, but it was fun finding it. I've never seen that soap. It looks like it's from 1940s.
It's like that doll you got today. You said somebody asked you about.
What doll?
Was it today you got it? The Anna.
Oh, yeah. I forget what the little doll is, but somebody was asking about those dolls. So when I saw one today, I picked one up. So, thank you, Yvonne and Helen. You guys are very sweet. So Nancy Ann doll. I don't remember who was asking me about the Nancy Ann doll, but I saw one today, and so I bought it because I know somebody was looking for that.
Yeah, it was somebody on Wednesday at the
somebody was asking
where you were showing all your stuff, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah." I don't remember. But I'll tell you what. It's kind of like my hobby buying this stuff, but I need to maybe not buy so much stuff. You saw how much stuff we have. And the basement is full. I'm sure when we were walking around in the basement, it is full. We're at capacity. So we find fun stuff. It's just you can only have so much fun stuff, right? Yep. And you find different stuff in different areas, right, Yvonne? So we find a lot older stuff here in Ohio than we did in California, but the prices are better here too. So
well, I'm not sure what this yard is going to look like tomorrow.
A red lamp. Oh, I was showing you the lamp in the dining room, our creepy dining room. It's got red wallpaper, which it was like that when we moved in. We haven't really changed much. I painted the bedroom and the living room
and one of the
guest bedroom. But I need to paint the kitchen because it's this green color. And our bathroom is a green color too. And I think I'm going to paint it like a teal color. So yeah, I like to find it and pass it along. And I like preserving history. So if I know that something's going to be dumped, I'd rather just grab it and find a home for it. I don't know. So kind of preserve it, right? And I'm into the stuff that may not, like, I love the glass. The glass is beautiful and stuff, but I'm not really into the glass as much. I'm into the weird stuff, the wacky stuff, unless it's this kind of glass. And then Gino loves that, right? Oh. Well, you come shop at my house, girl. We'll get you hooked up. We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I like Toledo scale stuff. But what you don't see, and Lorianne doesn't even know how much of it I have, is all the Toledo scale ephemera. I have ephemera for Toledo scale specifically, starting from, I think the earliest piece I have is 1906.
Look, they switch now. Now she's in the little bed and she's in the big bed. She's digging for a cookie that was probably dropped in there. Sophie, what are you doing?
She's like, well, Dad just washed this yesterday, so I think I won't mess it up.
She's 15. She's a Cavitsu, which is Cavalier and Shih Tzu. But she hurt herself when, what, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
We were throwing a toy for her and she hurt herself. We took her to the vet and she has like a degenerative disc issue going on. So she can barely walk now. So she kind of drags one leg a little bit.
She walks like a tripod.
Yeah, she can't really run.
She kind of walks with her legs out just a little bit so she doesn't fall over.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's out in that yard and she sees a squirrel.
Yeah, if she sees a squirrel, she does. But she has trouble getting around now. But she's the sweetest dog we've ever had. She was a really cute puppy. Just a really good dog. This one over here, on the other hand, Sassy Monroe. She's very high strung. She hates everybody except her daddy and mommy, huh? She's a very high strung, totally different dog. We don't have any cats because I'm allergic to cats. But nope, they go to our bed. It's like their favorite thing, Helen. We roll back the covers and we have like a little doggy blanket that we put on and they sleep with us. Sophie sleeps at our feet and Stassi has to be right between us under the covers, usually snuggled up against her dad's back when she sleeps. She just likes to always be touching you, which is really nice in the summer when it's hot. You got a stinky, hairy dog stuck to you. Oh, she's going to go into that bed now.
That's the smallest bed.
Yeah. See, you can see she kind of has trouble moving her back legs.
But she still goes.
Yeah, she still gets around. Sophie, what are you doing? She's put on a lot of weight because she can't run and play like she used to, and she was very active. So, but she's still a sweetie. Yep. They're supposed to be getting groomed next week, I think. So they'll be getting haircuts. But anyway, well, we won't keep you any longer. This started out as just going over like a haul, and then we did a whole house tour. We've been out here an hour and a half.
Well, we like sharing what we have with other people, you know.
Hi, Betty. Oh, we were doing a fun haul. And then I was like, hey, want to see my Easter decorations? Then it turned into a house tour. And then Gino started demonstrating all of his musical instruments. And we were just getting ready to start singing karaoke.
I demonstrated one thing. One thing I demonstrated.
Thanks, Helen. Yeah. So just a fun thing. I should do these vlogs more, but I don't know. I think Gino would be really good at doing like a deep dive with his like Toledo scale or musical instruments or even uranium glass or stuff like that. He's really knowledgeable with that kind of stuff. So he could probably do a deep dive or something. It's 12:44. I know we're up super late. We've been gone all day long too. flea market. I can't wait for garage sale season. So yeah.
We left at 9:30 and got home at 11, so.
We were bad today. We were gone all day. So I am going to put I got my jammies on, but I am going to go get my makeup off and get ready for bed and watch the iPad until I fall asleep. And then tomorrow we're going to pack up your orders and get the invoices out.
And get ready for the viewer's choice. The big viewer's choice sale this Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Oh my gosh.
Please let Miss Sugarbushes know what you'd like to see in the sale.
Or you can let Gino know too. You have his email.
Yeah, just
people are going to be watching this back like, what is going on with these people? Weird, right? Anywho, I am going to let you go. Oh, you love old scales? Yeah, he used to have a lot more. How many? We sold a bunch when we moved from California.
We sold 12 scales.
He had 12 more of those big scales. We sold them because we were moving into the smaller house. Well, it's not really that much smaller. It's just the setup.
Well,
and there's no open walls in this house because there's so many windows. This whole room is windows, really. You can't put anything out here. I got a bench here and like what is that thing called in the corner? Terrarium. It's like an old terrarium thing. I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with that. So that's another piece I have to figure out. We just kind of set stuff here because, we lived in a different house. So.
But this room is just, I spend all my time out here, especially in the winter,
Yeah.
Because, that wind before Christmas, we had that storm.
Good night, Helen.
The wind chill was 40 below, and these heated floors out here, and you can't see it over in the corner. There's a beautiful like ceramic stove, gas-fired stove that has takes fresh air from the inside, burns it, puts the exhaust out, so there's no fumes in the house, and it just roasts this room. And you'd be sitting in here, the wind is blowing past these windows, was 40, 50 mile an hour winds. The wind chill was 40 something below zero, and it couldn't have been any nicer in here. Just sat here watching out the window.
You see deer. There's some deer families that come by every day.
We have possum, raccoons, squirrels, chipmunks.
The dogs just go crazy for it.
We have a fox in the neighborhood somewhere we've seen before.
Yeah, so much lost space. Right. For sure. All right, guys. Well, we won't keep you any longer. I hope you have a wonderful evening and look for invoices tomorrow. It's going to take me a little bit to package up the sale because there's some bigger items. That postcard sale went quick and easy. I have a ton of books.
Yeah, if you happen to have an invoice that you haven't paid yet, would be great to take care of it because we're getting finally kind of caught back up again on all that. So.
Yep. What was I going to say? Invoices tomorrow, and then I'll be setting up for the sale. So if there's something you want to see, be sure to email me or message me on Instagram. I'll kind of keep an eye on that tomorrow, and then I can put that stuff out. Also, anything, if you saw something you were interested in from my haul tonight, let me know.
And let us know for those of you that are receiving items from us. I kind of turned on a feature on Pirate Ship where when I buy the label, like you pay your invoice, so I buy the label and ship the item, you should get an email immediately saying there's a package on its way to you from us with all the tracking information on it and the expected arrival date.
Yeah, that's typical.
If you're not seeing that, let me know. I don't know if you've been seeing them all along or not, but I just recently realized that was something I could do on there that I wasn't doing. So
he's the shipper, I'm the packer. All right. Aw. You got a lot of weird stuff, but anywho. It would be boring if we were all the same, right? Yvonne said she hasn't got one of those emails yet.
Okay. But I think if she buys more stuff, she'll start getting them.
Did you hear that? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go get ready for bed here. It's almost 1 o'clock. So you all have a wonderful evening. I've gotten that email from one other seller, but not you yet, Gino. She put a smiley face.
I really try to do it for everything that shipped out this week, so I don't know if you had anything that shipped to you this week or not. If you did and it's not working, let me know. I'll just make sure that the email is correct and in the right place in the system. It's not a real big deal. You just kind of have to do it. You should only have to do it one time, and then it's all automatic after that, pretty much.
Okay. Have a great night. Bye, Helen, Yvonne. If Betty's still in here, I don't know if Tammy's still in here.
Well, goodbye and good night to everybody that's in here. And
So long, farewell. Auf say goodbye.
Keep your day job.
To you and you and you and you and you. Goodbye. Little ending for you there. I don't even have my microphone. That's in the basement. Oh, you lucked out. All right. Have a good night, and we will see you on Monday. You have a good Sunday too, Betty. Take care. Bye. Mwah. She put musical notes because I was right on point with that note, right? Sure. Bye, guys.